this is the book we are going to review today. It's No Longer Human by Osamu Dazai, and this is going to be my first ever book review video, and this is going to be kind of like my first ever true, real book I've read. So I just wanted to make a video about it. And I just finished reading this, so there's not going to be any kind of pre-prepared notes or anything I'm going off of. This is just off the top of my head, so if this sounds weird, sloppy, then yeah, it is going to sound weird and sloppy. But anyway, No Longer Human is a book I've been meaning to read for the past 1.5 years or so, I would say. Yeah, I got it around 1.5 years ago, and it's a book that I've wanted to read ever since I read the manga for it. And there's a whole array of different mangas made by many different mangakas that is based on this book. And yeah, I read one of them, and after reading that, I really wanted to read the book itself. And the story for this book basically follows Yozo throughout his life, going from young to kind of in his 40s, or yeah, I believe it's kind of in his 40s. And it's basically, the book is written in a way where it's from a first person perspective, but it's basically kind of like, how would I say this? So it's basically a guy but rather someone mails him 3 different notebooks from Yozo along with his pictures for those 3 books. And it's basically that guy reading the book, but it is like an autobiography written by Yozo. So we read it as a first person perspective, and this is kind of like a semi-autobiography of Osamu Dazai's own life, as this book tackles a lot of different topics but rather a lot of different topics like suicide, a lot of different hard topics to tackle, like suicide, drugs, drinking, and then prostitution, a lot of it. And as for the suicide aspect, this book tackles suicide, and it is kind of semi-autobiography for Osamu Dazai because he himself died in 1948 due to a double suicide that him and another young lady did. And yeah, it is a tragic story, and this kind of paints how one can go about doing that. I guess not go about doing that, but rather like how one can reach to that point of taking their own life. And this basically tackles Yozo trying to act like a human when he doesn't feel like a human because he doesn't understand human emotions, and it is just him trying to fit in with everything despite not having any emotions himself. And yeah, this follows Yozo all the way from being a young guy, a kid, to in his older life, and to fit in as a human. He basically starts clowning, starts acting like a clown, and that's his early life. And it goes in 3 different sections: first notebook, second notebook, and third notebook. And it goes in a way where he's learning to be more human as time progresses, but he's still making mistakes that um, would make people think he's not a human, I would say, in a way. And I like a lot of aspects of this book, especially the way the story is told. He basically gives a lot of foreshadowing or to what is going to happen, because it is written as a biography in the book, like 3 different notebooks that is written by Yozo himself. So he does give a lot of foreshadowing into what's going to happen in the next notebook and in a next chapter of his life. And another aspect that I really liked is the relationship between him and his dad, because we don't see a lot of his dad. We only see him for the first notebook, but he has influenced Yodo's life all throughout the book, and we can see that sense of not fear, but I guess in a way fear that Yozo has towards his dad. And yeah, honestly, that's about it. That's about like a basic rundown of the book. It does tackle a lot of mature topics, like I said, so it is not for everyone, but anyone who likes psychological books where you've got to think and you've got to dive into the psyche of someone who is trying to act like a human while not feeling like a human. This is a great book to read, and it is a short book as well. It's only 177 pages, I believe. Yeah, 177. So if you want to give it a chance, Osamu Dazai writes incredibly, and I mean, he wrote it in Japanese, but the translator did a fantastic job translating it to actually feel like a novel, feel like a book, rather than just a direct translation. And yeah, this is Osamu Dazai's top book that everyone knows about, and it is still like top 10 most selling books in Japan, I believe. So yeah, if you wanna dive more into a mature psychological topic, and then you've got to try Osamu Dazai's book, No Longer Human. And yeah, that's about it. And I hope you like this format. There's not gonna be any cutting in the video, no cuts, no nothing. This is just gonna be my raw, not reaction, but just a raw review of the book right after I finish reading it. So if you like this kind of content, I believe there is more to come as I continue reading more books, or if I have anything other interesting stuff I want to make videos about, I'll do that as well. I don't usually make videos. You are gonna see one video, like a long form video of me painting and painting a sculpture on my channel. And yeah, I don't think I've made a video in like years, so I hope this is alright. And this is my first ever talking video, so I hope it sounds good and it looks alright, I guess. But yeah, if you like this video, do try to subscribe if you feel like you're gonna enjoy more of this kind of content, or even a different content. I don't know what I'm gonna make in the future, but yeah, that's all from me. Have a great day, y'all.